Hello students, I am back. Class 5, subject areas, chapter 11. Chapter name Shelter for Everyone. Topic settlements. Today we will talk about the settlements. All of you know from the early time when the human beings live in the forest, that time they live together in groups. But they use the natural things as a center. After that they start the agriculture work. Then they feel the importance of the house. Then they use the natural things, plants, wood, etc. and make their homes. After the time to time, as the human being get developed, at present time, at the different places, according to the condition, according to the requirement, they make also the homes in the near of the homes of others. Means a neighborhood is present. The group of houses are present at a particular place. So this group of houses, that is the settlements. A group of houses is known as settlement. When the people combined make collection, that is the group. So same as the houses group is known as the settlement. These settlements are classified according to their sizes. We give the name of these settlements according to their sizes, numbers, place, how much space they occupied, how much area they covered. According to this, we classified them. We make them their different names. A few houses together are a hamlet. Hamlet is a collection of few houses. When the only few houses are present at a place, that are the hamlet. Its name is hamlet. Hamlet is a few houses together. When a particular place, only the number of few houses are made, that are the hamlet. A village is bigger than a hamlet and both are in rural areas. Hamlet and village both are present in the rural areas. Means that places are not much developed, not the more facilities are available there, not a many occupations are also there, only the few facilities and the few things are present there. Both are present in the rural areas, but the difference is village is bigger than the hamlet. Means number of houses are more in the village than the hamlet. Suppose that if in a hamlet the number of houses are near about 10 or 20. So in the villages there are number of houses are near about 50 to 100. This is the difference between those things. So a hamlet is a few houses together and the village that are bigger than the hamlet. But the both are present in the rural areas. In these areas, especially in the rural areas where the main occupation is agriculture. In that place, in the hamlet and in the village, the people do the mainly occupation work is agriculture. Towns and cities are in urban areas. Cities and towns, these are little bit more developed than the rural areas, than the villages. In the villages, you will find that not the many roads are well settled, not the many markets are there, not the buildings are there. But in the towns and cities, you will find it is well developed and here the population is also more than the villages and hamlets. In towns and cities, the different offices are also present. Schools, parks, hospitals, all these things are also present in the towns and cities. In towns and cities, the different type of occupations are also available. People can do the different type of works and they get the source of income. They can earn the money by the different type of works. In towns and cities, the electric facilities and the other facilities are also available is more than the village and hamlet. Metropolitan area is huge in size and is densely populated. Metropolitan area, it is the biggest form of the settlement. Here the cities, the houses that are present in the metropolitan area that are well developed. The all type of modern facilities are available there, roads, bridges, electricity, market, malls, metros, all these airports, all these facilities are available in the metropolitan area. So metropolitan area is the well developed and very dense populated. Densely populated means many number of people are living in a small area. Suppose that if in a particular city, if in a particular area, in hamlet there are 10 people are living, in villages 50 people are living, in cities 200 people are living, and in metropolitan areas it is near about 500 people are living. Means number of people is more in the metropolitan areas into the comparison of the other settlements. So these are the main settlements according to their sizes. First is hamlet with few houses, then villages more than the number of houses than the hamlet, but both are present in rural areas. Then towns and cities that are more developed than the villages. Then metropolitan area that are the most well developed settlements. Social insects. By the name you can easily understand that we are going to talk about the insects that are living in a social manner. You know the meaning of the social? When the living things live together, do the work by helping each other, they taking care of each of them, they respect everybody, they share their emotions and the feelings, then that is the social qualities. So we are going to talk about the social insects. Different animals make their shelters or homes in different ways. Different animals. With time to time, human beings also make the houses and settlements according to their requirements. But the animals, they also need the shelter because in their life, in their routine, sometimes in which they must be stay at the same place for a few hours or few time. So they also need the homes. So they also make their shelters or homes. But their ways are different. Since their structure is different, their qualities are different, their capacities are different, their nature are also different. So they use the different ways to make their homes. But the few things are common, they are social. Bees and insects. I am sure all of you are familiar with bees and insects. Definitely all of you have the fear with bees because these are dangerous insects. Ants are little bit less than, but the ants are also dangerous. So always be stay. Make the distance between the both type of insects. Don't try to get interfere in their life and their social activities. Bees and ants live in colonies and have well-developed societies of their own. Bees and ants both are live in colonies. They make their homes and their homes are combined together to make a long form, that is the colonies. In your surroundings, the people, those who are living in the cities, you will find there the colonies are there. In the colonies, the number of houses combined together, the people make a group, they make some rules, some instructions, and they follow some traditions also. In the colonies, the people always help each other, they celebrate the festivals together, and they take part in the activities that take place in that colonies. So same way, the ants and bees, they also make the colonies. In their colonies, it is the full structure in which the different type of homes are there, different types of rooms are there, different type of activities are happening there. So they are fully developed societies. They work together as a group, and their colonies can last for many years. They work together they work together as a group and their colonies can last for many years. Means they always help each other. They work together to make a group. Here the all ants and all bees, all they have a different type of task, different type of responsibilities. They handle it very good way and they help each other. And their colonies can last for many years. You can understand that if their colonies are may last for many years, that means definitely their colonies are made in a strong way. Their houses are very strong, their colonies are very strong, so they can stay for the many years. Inside a beehive. Now we are going to talk about how the beehive is from the inside. We all can only see it from the outside, but in the books, the papers, those who write about them, we can also know how it is from the inside. Bees live in an organized colony known as beehive. So the bees colony is known as beehive. The colony of bees, it is known as beehive. Its name is beehive. We give it a name, that is the beehive. Different kinds of bees are the queen bee, worker bees and drones. In the beehive, the different type of bees are present. It is mainly of three types. Three type of bees are inside the beehive. First is queen bee, second worker bees, and the third drones. In the one beehive, only one queen bee is there. Worker bees are many numbers, and the drones are also in many numbers. The queen bee is the female bee that lays egg and is the largest of the honey bees. Queen bee, it is the female bee and its size is largest in the all bees. And its main work is to lay eggs. Means the queen bee has the responsibility to lay the eggs and to increase the population of the bees in the beehive. The worker bees are the smallest of honey bees. They are also female bees. Worker bees. These are small in size than the honey bees and they are also female bees. By the name worker bees, all of you can understand they are doing the all work inside the beehive. Means taking care of the eggs, taking care of the new babies, taking the food from one side to other, taking the food from the outside to the inside. Means all these works, these are done by worker bees. The drones or the male bees help in reproduction. Drones, that are the third category of the bees. They are male bees and their main work is to reproduction. They help in to increase the number of the bees. Their size is little bit bigger than the worker bees, but less than the honey bees. So three type of bees are there. Queen bee, their work is to lay eggs. Worker bees, their work to do the all works inside the beehive. And the drones, that are male bees and their work is to help in reproduction. Inside the beehive, the different type of rooms are there and from where they can do the different type of activities. And all these are taken care by the worker bees. Now ant colony. Now we will talk about the ant colony. Ant colonies are called ant hills. They use their antenna for communication. Ants can communicate with the help of their antenna. You can find the antenna that is at their top of the head. And its home is known as ant hills. Their colonies are named as ant hills. In the beehives, you see the all birds are different and the different birds are allotted to the different bees. Means different type of bees are there and they are handling to work according to their capacity and according to their responsibilities. Same as the inside the ant hills, the ants are also present. The different ants are doing also different works. They have all the different tasks. They have the also the different rooms. Normally, these ant colonies are found under the ground. Mainly, they made it under the ground. And to get the proper air, they make arrangement of the proper ventilation. Means they make the holes inside the rooms that works same as the window. And with the help of these holes, they get the proper ventilation, they get the proper air. Inside the ant colony, also the ants, they can do the act to the protection, they can do the act of the fighting, they can do the work of other activities also. Here also responsibilities are different and different ants take the place to complete it. So these were the points about the settlements. We talked about the settlements of the human beings. Then we talked about the settlements of the two insects, bees and ants. So these were the points for today. I will meet you in the next class. Thank you.